Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on the red MR2. We're going to get that master cylinder installed. This is the new one I purchased because the old one was shot. Ideally, by the end of today's video, we want to get these brakes working again. I'm very excited because I'm finally going to get something done, at least a milestone project on this car, and hopefully have working brakes. So let's get started. Let's get going. Here's the front of the MR2, and we are looking at our master cylinder. I just kind of popped on the new reservoir, which we're not going to use. That comes right off. You just pull this screw right here. It's on the side over there. This just pops out as we did with the new one. And now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this whole master cylinder out of here. Now I'm going to put some rags on the bottom because more than likely I'm going to have some fluid drain here and I don't want it to get on the paint. It's not perfect, but we don't want to mess anything else up further. So let's get to it. We're going to pull these bolts. Here's my makeshift catch bag for when I pull this union here, which is a 10 millimeter. I'm using my flare wrench. So I'm gonna pull those. I'm gonna get some fluid leaking. I do have a little rag there just in case. And then we're gonna go pull these 4 bolts. So 4 12 millimeter bolts. And then we should get this master cylinder free and just remove from the car. So this is our hole, let's get rid of it. So this is not super tight. So you just simply put your wrench on. Now it's always recommended when you're working with these lines to, I'm starting to get the drip here. So I have my bag. So it's always recommended to use a flare wrench so you don't round anything up here. It's not the end of the world, honestly, if you use another one, but since I have flare wrenches, I just decided to do it. So I'm just gonna pull these, I'm gonna let it drain into this bag, and then I'll go ahead and pull these 4 12 millimeter nuts. 2 lines are out. So one here, one over here. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull these 4 bolts. I'm using a little extension. And again, as you can see, not a lot of pressure, they're really not tight. So just go ahead and back these out. And once we're done here, this master cylinder should just pop right off. And we're gonna throw the next one, the new one on. Last nut here, so I have all 4 pulled. When I tighten this, I won't go crazy on it because obviously it wasn't put on very tight. I don't know what the torque spec is, I guess I could check it out. So now we're just gonna grab this piece, see, it's shaking already, and we're just gonna wiggle it off. Now we probably gotta get this little bracket off here. So let's see what's up with this so we can get that off, and then this should pop right out. Okay, so for this bracket, I just simply used a screwdriver, popped it off right here, and it just came right out. So no big deal. And now we have this thing loose, so we can just wiggle this off and get master cylinder out. All right, so there it is. So now we're gonna go ahead and replace the new one and bleed the system, and hopefully we got brakes. All right, here we have it. So just so for comparison, if you guys want to see what a side-by-side looks like, so this is the one from the Tundra, Land Cruiser. Again, I don't remember, but I'll show you the specs. It's a 1 inch, so as you can see, there's the one right there. Hope you guys can see that. Yep. And then this one is Ison brand, and I believe it says 7/8 right there. Okay. So in terms of comparing side by side, this is what they look like. These holes all line up, obviously has to line up for it to work. And then just looking at the back, as you can see, this one, it has there's a little bit different design. The Ison has kind of like this anodized finish. I don't know if that makes a difference, but that I believe is not working, and this is brand new. So I'm only hoping, again, the seals seem fine, they're soft and everything, but I wasn't getting any pressure, so I'm really hoping this is an issue and we can put it in and get this brakes working here. All right, so I'm gonna do the reinstall, which is basically getting the 4 nuts tightened up here, putting the 2 lines back on the side, adding fluid and bleeding these brakes. I wanted to kind of quickly point this out. So this has a little rubber grommet here. The factory piece does not. I don't see why this would cause an issue, so I'm probably gonna install it like that. If I have some issues with it seating properly, then I'll remove it, but I think I can leave it and it should work just fine. I have the master cylinder, the new one, back in, so I tightened up those two nuts right there for the line, for the hard line, and went ahead and tightened the four 12mm nuts that hold it on. I did go back and put my little bracket on. So there you go. So now all we gotta do is fill the reservoir and head over to the brakes. So we're gonna start with bleeding the one farthest from the master cylinder, which is the rear passenger side. Then we'll move over to the driver's side rear. Then we'll come to the front passenger side, and we go to the driver front. So now, cross your fingers. Let's hope that's the issue and I can get some pressure in these brakes so we can get this thing rolling and braking and driving. We have clean brake fluid. Our brakes are working again, and while I was at it, I decided to start cleaning up this frunk. So I'm starting to clean it. I took this scuttle panel off, and there you go, can plant a tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all of this up. Give another angle here. So quite a lot of debris has been sitting. I gotta vacuum all of this stuff out. And yeah, it's just always better to work on a clean car. So the good news is I got brakes working. It was the master cylinder, so our retrofit from a different vehicle worked. Show you the pedal here. There you go. So tested it. Works. Kind of hard to show on camera, obviously. But yeah, this is our brakes. New calipers in the back and in the front. So I'm very happy with that because at least I can say I made some progress. We fixed one thing on this car. So we got brakes now. As you can see, ton of stuff. I removed the headliner as well. So a lot of stuff coming out because I'm really prepping the car to go to the body shop. The dash has to come out next. I'll do a full video on that. So there you go. So hope you guys enjoyed this one quick video. You know, just showing you that there's an option for a master cylinder for the MR2. Quite attractive price as well. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you on the next one.